Breaking news from Tesla Giga Berlin area this morning, friends. Someone has claimed responsibility. Actually, a group of people have claimed responsibility for yesterday's attack on Tesla Giga Berlin. A left-wing extremist group has claimed responsibility for the arson attack on the Tesla Giga Berlin's power supply, which continues to paralyze Tesla's car production at Giga Berlin. The police have now confirmed the authenticity of the letter. Welcome back, everyone. This is Armin Harayan from TalkNews.com. Yesterday I promised that I will bring the latest on Giga Berlin attack, and I'm doing so. So please, if you are here first time, take a moment to subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla and electric vehicle news, and give us thumbs up if you find this content helpful. So police has classified letter of responsibility from the Volcano Group, that's the name of the group, as genuine. Demand for more protection for sensitive infrastructure. That's what apparently they demand. And supermarkets in the area of Giga Berlin are also affected by the attack. So after the attack on the Tesla Giga Berlin factory in Grünheide yesterday, the police classified the letter of responsibility from the Volcano Group, which was classified as left-wing extremist, as genuine. Can eco-activists be extremists? Where have we gone? I mean, if you are an eco-activist, why do you need to use extremist means to achieve your goals? Anyway, a spokesperson for the Potsdam police headquarters confirmed to RBB24, Brandenburg's local public radio, on Wednesday upon radio's request. Interior Minister Michael Stuttgen said on Wednesday in the State Parliament's Interior Committee that the Volcano Group operates at least nationwide, possibly also internationally. Therefore, the Federal Prosecutor General and the Federal Criminal Police Office should take over the investigation. They would have more options than the state police. The Brandenburg CDU leader, John Redman, also called for the Federal Prosecutor General to be involved. He is responsible for combating terrorism, including left-wing terrorism, said Stuttgen on RBB24 Info Radio. Redman said that the attack was carried out by left-wing extremists who wanted to bring about a different social order. They have a different idea of how our society should function, probably an anarchist idea, and want to enforce that with violence. To me, that meets the requirements of terrorism. The attacks are a new dimension, they said. The first thing to do now is to catch the perpetrators and punish them so that others don't come up with similar ideas, said Redman. It is not possible to protect the entire critical infrastructure, said the CDU leader. Of course, it is now important to identify and protect particularly sensitive areas, for example, the places where aerial cables went into ground. The Oder-Spree District Administrator Frank Stefan sees more scope to protect sensitive infrastructure. You can't secure every power pole, he told RBB, but he expects the police and security authorities to develop a security concept together with the district. Stefan also said on RBB's radioance that he was worried that companies would face consequences if more radicals used the arson attack as a model. From his point of view, this would be a major catastrophe for Germany as a business location, and especially for the East. It shouldn't happen that new technologies are fought like this. Now, how could the fire have such consequences? During the attack on Giga Berlin, a freestanding electricity pylon was set on fire. Normally, large factories like Tesla have spare lines to ensure power supply even in an emergency. In this case, it only happened after the substation, but the attack affected a mast in front of it. Hans-Walter Boris from the Federal Association for the Protection of Critical Infrastructure therefore pleaded in the RBB for more protection of such freestanding masts. We have to secure such objects, like a military object, for example, with drones, said Boris on Tuesday evening to RBB24 Special. Now, Volcano Group claimed responsibility for this crime. says RBB. The fire in an electricity pylon near Tesla's Giga Berlin automotive factory in Grünheide near Berlin led to a halt to production at the Tesla factory and a power outage for tens of thousands of residents in the region. It caused horror right up to the federal government. In an email, Volcano Group, that was the name, accuses Tesla of extreme exploitation conditions and calls for the complete destruction of the Gigafactory. Wow. We sabotage Tesla today, the letter continues. RBB quotes another letter saying, the same letter, another paragraph saying, our goal with our sabotage is to cause the largest possible blackout of the German Gigafactory. The letter continued. Power lines were flame-beat because damage to cable joints is often time-consuming and expensive to repair. The fire on the utility pole was intended to be large and high to weaken the steel structure and cause instability of the pole. End of the quote. It is the second direct attack on Tesla Gigafactory Berlin's power supply. Now, note that supermarkets in the area that have groceries for the population have also been affected and by this power outage. So not only is the Tesla factory still shut down, operations in a large logistics center belonging to Edeka retail chain are also still disrupted. Supermarkets could only be supplied to a limited extent, as a company spokeswoman announced on Wednesday. The logistics center in Freiburg has been affected by the power outage since Tuesday. The cooling of the food in the warehouse was largely ensured using emergency generators. I want to present you a quote. It is still unclear when the regular power supply can be restored by the service provider, it said. The company did not provide any information about the damage. Freiburg supplies around 500 markets in Berlin and Brandenburg with fruit and vegetables, as well as food that requires refrigerator. Imagine 500 supermarkets. So this is a large-scale attack on the infrastructure. And so this group has claimed responsibility for Giga Berlin attack and Tesla automotive production, where Tesla makes at Giga Berlin, where Tesla makes the Model Y electric crossover vehicle, is stopped. And Tesla is not producing cars until they fix this issue. This is Armen Harayan from TalkNews.com. Friends, let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Should eco-activists act in this way? I don't think so. God bless you, everyone. See you soon in our next report.